All right, let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to At the Picnic Season 2, Episode 9. We've got another fantastic guest tonight. Danny, firstly, we'll talk about last week at Hillsville. We got on board, we got some races going, and the track wasn't in that bad a condition.
The track played really, really well. I did hear that there was a little bit of a cut getting into it by the last race, but all in all, it raced super. And unfortunately for me, I probably should have run Splash of Paint because it really was holding up to be a good surface. So it was great that they got such a good day off. The crowd probably wasn't as big as what I have seen it, but which was a bit of a shame. And the guy's food was delicious, but it was a bit higgledy-piggledy with how long you stood in line to get it. But all in all, it was a ripping day, and there was some really great racing, and there was some really good results too, and some close results, which is always good to see.
You had a good day?
I did. Baz went out and performed really well for me. He pulled up super. He thinks he's pretty damn clever at the moment, and I'm quite happy to give him the pat to tell him so.
And all the wins were shared around. There was nobody with a double, so that's always good.
Dylan, who do we have? Dylan, Lee, Jazz, Grant,
John, Henry.
Yep, Henry. Mind you, that first race was a bit messy. There was a set of packing that came off, a disqualification, a dive in at the last minute at the post, a whip thrown away, and a protest. So that was very entertaining.
And that happened all over.
Unfortunately for Reece Wheeler, it was his first day as head chair of the stewards. So he had a pretty eventful start to his chairing career as a steward.
He did, and we've got a suspension coming out of that with Henry.
Did he?
And I believe he's got 2 meetings. And coming up at Balnarring next weekend, Sean won't be riding due to a suspension he got in New South Wales at Bong Bong last week. So might be some extra rides for the young fella we got on tonight. So in saying that, welcome to the show, Ben Moffat. New to the picnic scene as a rider. You're going to tell us all about how that happened. To know the lovely lady Danny helped you with that. And you're ex-Queensland, so we've got a lot of questions to ask for you. So my first question is, and I know Danny can help you with this one, is how did you get involved as a jockey in picnic racing?
Oh, in the picnics, Danny sort of suggested it at the end of sort of last season, and just because I couldn't ride them so light anymore, and I was sort of sitting around 60, 61 kilos, and Danny sort of said, you should sort of come to I inquired about it, asked a few stewards and seeing if, because I've rode so many winners, if I came under the criteria, and I just scraped in. Being only 18 provincial winners when the criteria is 20. And so I just scraped in, and it was a great pleasure that they gave me my license, and I'm just having a bit of fun at the moment.
And those wins you got, they were up in Queensland, where they been?
No, a few of them were in New South Wales.
New South Wales.
I was in my apprentice days. I rode a couple of winners at Newcastle and Kembla. I rode a couple of winners there, and then I rode a couple of winners in Toowoomba, and their class is a provincial and night meeting on a Saturday. So, they added up to 18, which is fortunate for me. I scraped in, but it's just riding against a couple of good riders in the circuit, and it's very competitive. So I'm very fortunate.
What got you down here to Cranbourne in Victoria?
My partner, Steph, she's assistant trainer at Price Kent Juniors. And she loves it there, and I work there now, and riding some really nice horses, and I'm just very fortunate to be associated with that stable.
You'd also be able to ask Mick Kent Jr. about some of the picnic tracks as well. I'm sure he'd give you a great steer around Drawn. It was one of his favourites, but I'm sure he'd be able to fill you in on some of the places we go.
Yeah, it's Junior and Max.
Max is there too.
Rode at the picnics, and they've been great. If I needed any help, which is fortunate, and Junior's been great. So he's always asking how many rides I got each weekend, and he's just making me eager to get out there. So I'm really fortunate to be sort of associated with him.
So needless to say, some of the ones that you're riding around on a Saturday certainly don't measure up as nice to the ones that you're riding work every morning. What are some of the nicer ones that you've been able to ride while you've been there?
Oh, Greenbelt, he's an up and coming horse. He's a very, very good horse. He's just been unfortunate. He's had some leg issues in the past, but he is a horse on the rise. But like Lombardo, Gunstock, Party for One, just some really nice horses that are progressing through the ranks.
And Gunstock is also pre-trained, obviously, down at David Noonan's. You and I both know that because we've both ridden him down there, I reckon. And that's obviously how you've got a bit of an association with Jackie and David Noonan. Would that be correct?
Yeah, Jackie and Dave, they've been great since I've got my license. They didn't really know me at the start, and then they asked if I wanted to come ride work, and then that relationship built week by week. And I'm very fortunate. They're close friends of mine and Steph's now, and I really appreciate them.
Yeah, they're good fun. I've known Jackie since I was about 16.
Yeah,
she's an absolute scream. So, so what else have you been up to? Obviously, your weight was a struggle at the pros, and you've been down here doing Mick Price and Kent Juniors. So, what else do you get up to for your week?
I'm really a homebody. Me and Steph we go to work, and then we try and get away on the weekends when we can. But we're really. Yeah, we stick together. We're around each other 24/7, but we love that. She's my rock, and I wouldn't be anywhere without her.
Had the pleasure of meeting her on Sorry, Danny. Had the pleasure of meeting her on Saturday and had a good chat with her. And seems like a lovely young lady. And again, another person that seems to come out from England and works in our racing stables.
We're a pretty popular destination for the Poms, I think, aren't we, Benny?
Yeah, she can't wait to be with us, and I said I can't wait to go to England. But, but we both love it here, and we love Victoria, and this is home now for us. Nice. Yeah, we can't all the opportunities that have been given to us in only just a year we've been here, so we're very fortunate for where we are.
Good on you. Who's your AFL team?
Oh, I'm a NRL Tigers supporter, so I go for Tigers through. I'll die with the Tigers on me arm, so that's good.
What about AFL, mate? You got an AFL team?
Yeah, Richmond
doesn't have one.
I go for Richmond.
You're a legend.
I've supported since I was a kid, so.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go, Danny. We've got another one.
Oh, I knew you would. So does that mean Steph follows along in your footsteps and goes for the same teams?
No, she's not really into the sports. She follows the soccer. She's into the English Premier League, their family follows that that side. I'm only allowed in the house if I follow one of the two teams. So
who are they?
It's Chelsea and Man United. Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not bad. She's got good taste.
That's interesting because Chelsea and Manchester United fans clash. So that's like barracking for Collingwood and Carlton, Danny.
Yeah. I realise that. But obviously she's got one family member that goes for one and someone that goes for the other, so she couldn't decide, I'm tipping.
Sitting in the middle. Now, Ben, we had a little chat this afternoon, and I mentioned to you, great to see that trainer Reg Manning's been looking after you, giving you plenty of rides, mate.
Yeah, I met Reg when I went up to Sale to ride for Susie Weld when I was a professional jockey. And I met him there, and he was great to speak to, and he even tried and suggest to giving me rides as a professional, but it didn't go down that way because they were too light. Yep. But since I've had my license in the picnics, he's been great. He's got two younger fellas that are riding work for him, which they come first. They get first choice, but I'm happy to be third in line. I'm happy to get whatever ride comes my way, and just hopefully every ride I ride, I can ride it the best I can and give them every opportunity, and I'd be happy in the end of it.
Great attitude, and maybe one day, mate, if you keep riding for him, he might get you to wear a tie.
I don't mind my tie on.
He loves his tie. Whenever you see Reggie at the races, he's always the best dressed. He's got his tie on. It's fantastic.
It's old school, mate. Old school.
I know. I love it.
Yeah. So it
No, he
never
loves
used to be
tyre.
denim and t-shirts at the races. It was always slacks and ties. Everybody's gone quiet. What happened to you all?
Oh, waiting for the punchline.
I didn't have one. Sorry, the drugs haven't kicked in.
All right, maybe you
Hey,
should start wearing a tie, Danny.
No, I'll pass on that. Somebody will probably try and choke me with it, let's be honest. So Benny, what have you thought about our tracks so far? We haven't really had any of our doozy tracks on you. We missed Yay, we've missed Alex, but you've had Woolamai, Balnarring, which you would have already piloted around due to trials, I would suspect.
No,
And Hillsville.
I was talking to the boys the other day at Hillsville. These tracks aren't sort of that bad compared to sort of central Queensland. I was riding on the
wait.
yeah, like the central Queensland. They're all dirt tracks. They're tight. We race close together compared to the last couple of race meetings. We've been pretty good, us guys and girls. We don't ride that too tight. So
We've had a couple of instances in the last couple of years. The stewards have started suspending us if we misbehave. So that's helped the tightness of some of our racing too.
Nah, Hillsville's tricky. Balnarring's pretty good. Yeah, it feels tricky on that last corner. You sort of got to hold them around that corner. But yeah, I can't wait to get to them. I love the picnics, and yeah, I'm just screaming out to get to every single one of them.
I'll look forward to hearing your track report from Druin, Alexander, Merton, and Buchan. Even in the Mungie.
Deaderang.
Yeah.
Buchan's infamous. Yeah, Buchan and Druin are probably our most infamous, but yeah, so that'll be good. But yeah, they're very entertaining at times.
No, I'm just hoping to get to all. It'll be just interesting to see them.
Well, if you're riding for Reggie, you'll be making it up the hill. So what do you got for this weekend? Anything much?
I'm riding the two that I rode the other day, Cheeky Print and Monch and Fortune, I think. Fortune.
Mac on Fortune.
Mac on Fortune, and I'm riding side. He doesn't go to Traralgon on Sunday, so and I run second on him, Balnarring. So no, they're good, good rides. Probably the Cheeky's probably still not his distance, the 1,000. He's looking for the sort of 2,000, 1,800, but they're great rides. I'm fortunate to have them.
Yep. Oh, that's all right. So what does a normal week leading into the picnics look like for you? You wouldn't have to worry about your weight too much now, would you?
No, I'm pretty fortunate. I sort of sit around 60, 61. So, yeah, no, I sort of feel sorry for people like Tyson and all the other boys that have to waste. You know, I don't wish it on anyone, but it's a
horrible pastime, that one.
Just hope as long as they get through it safe. I just feel sorry for the boys. You know.
Very kind of you, because you've had a fair experience at it too. So,
yeah.
Is Steph coming this weekend as well?
No, I think she has to go to the races. She's going to the the second meeting. I think it's Yarra Valley. I think it is.
Yep.
And they'll up there, so get her there, earn some money for the wedding.
That's it. Oh, look out! Is there a wedding coming close? Is there?
Yeah, we got engaged in Thailand in July. So
congratulations!
Congratulations.
We're going to get married in England, so I hope all her family and hopefully some of my family can sort of make the trip over there. But can't wait.
Brilliant. So when's the date booked?
No date, but we know the location's England. But I had to put a ring on it pretty soon anyway, before someone else did anyway.
Fair call. Make sure you get in first and keep her.
Yeah, no, she's stuck down now. I've strapped her down. Good. I put the bungee straps down on
her. Where is Steph? She needs to come and defend herself a little bit here.
He keeps looking to his left there.
I reckon she's floating around. She's not far away.
Hello,
she's
Steph.
Not really. She doesn't like the camera. She's very camera shy.
You need to get out with us more, Steph. We'll get you used to it. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
A couple of wines in there and she'll be straight in front of the camera.
Oh, she needs to come here and start. I've got the hard solos. We'll be fine.
She doesn't mind a drink. That doesn't really drink anymore, so.
Oh, designated driver. Beautiful. We're fine.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Never in doubt. So what else do you guys get up to? Have you got any puppy dogs or anything at home?
One little puppy here.
Oh.
And we got a little cat in the background there that's laying down there.
Oh,
like
yes,
I can see a cat in the
see the
background.
cat.
It's sitting on a chair.
Beautiful.
Yeah, blue and red. We called him.
A lot of thought.
She's had him for a couple of years. He's only a new cat. I've had him for about 3 or 4 months.
Nice.
So now
Blue and red, I love it.
they keep us and keeping us busy for the real thing.
Yeah, well, you've got to get some practice in before you start, I suppose. Right. Anyway, back to discussion. So have you got so you've got sort of a few rides coming up this weekend. Are there any particular, obviously Mansfield was a nice track too. Have you got any anything that you've sort of pegged out that's going to be interest worthy or horses to follow or track interests?
No, well, I was hoping your horse Shaheen would have sort of took me a fair way, but I've just sort of the first 2 starts. I just figured out he's not a bloke's horse. He's well when you've rode him, and when he was at Price's, a lot of girls rode him. So he was my sort of put my name up in the lights sort of thing. But it's just unfortunate it's went that way. But Jockey and Dave have got a couple of nice horses they've just bought, and they're just sliding under the radar.
Where's Rainbow?
She's running next week at Yay. I'll ride her again. She was just unlucky out of her grade the other day in the open handicap over 1,200, which is probably not her journey.
Bit short, possibly.
I think you won on her over 1,300 and a mile. I can't wait for her to get out to a mile. I'm excited to ride her and the new horse Whiskey Jack. He's a horse in New South Wales. He'll go through his grades.
Yep. So whereabouts is your family based, Ben? Is it up north?
Oh, we're sort of spread out. My dad's sort of in South Australia now. My sisters are in New South Wales. And, we're sort of spread out all over the joint. But I grew up in Sydney at Warwick Farm and done my apprenticeship in Canberra and sort of ventured from there.
Who was your trainer?
Have you met? I was going to say, have you met Georgie Boucher? She floats around New South Wales and Canberra.
I rode for Georgie in the professionals at NFP. I had a couple of rides for her, which was I think I ran 2nd or 3rd on one of hers. But she's great to deal with, and hopefully, if you're still out, I can.
I'll be still out. I went to the physio today, and I've just been told I'm probably 6 months off still riding a horse. So from time of surgery to me getting back on a horse was about 8 months. 8 months, they've told me.
Well,
so I don't know whether it was a deflation of the wings or a relief for that amount of weight that I've put on, and happiness that I get to have a full Christmas again.
We get to eat this Christmas, so that's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was your trainer in Canberra that you rode for, Ben?
I was apprenticed to Nick Olive.
Yep.
He's moved from Canberra to Queanbeyan now since I've in my adventures. But great bloke, very well knowledged, great trainer. I couldn't thank him enough for what he done for my career. Rode some very good horses as an apprentice for him, and I'm very fortunate.
Did you ever ride for Barbara Joseph?
I was done a little bit of an indenture to Barb, and then before I went to Sydney.
Yep.
She's great to deal with. Her and Paul and her husband, all great to deal with, and very well known in the industry down that way.
Yep. It's actually from a country town called Bombala.
Bombala, exactly.
Bombala, she's from. If anyone knows where that is, the middle of nowhere.
Down near
There's
Bega.
a few of those places out in New South Wales too.
Inland of Bega, that's it, mate. About an hour inland of Bega.
Yep. All right. So, what are some of the yuckiest tracks you've ridden at? Obviously, going through New South Wales and Queensland, there'd have to be a couple of standouts, wouldn't there?
Jesus, that's a stumpy one. Winton, it's out past Longreach.
Yep, and keep going.
Hard. You do not want to come off, and it's tight. It's 200 meters straight. It's just turning the whole.
How much rail have you got there?
Oh, full rail around, but you don't want to hit the deck out there. It's walking on cement. But yeah, that was probably the hardest track to ride. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go back there again, I don't think.
So how did you get into racing?
Through my father. He was a jockey sort of down south in Nowra and sort of done up and down New South Wales. But he was very fortunate down New South Wales way, and he was very successful in New South Wales as well. So through my father, I got through that way. I wasn't the original one that was going to be the jockey. My two sisters were. I was going down the golf sort of route, that sort of professional golf route. But I got to a low handicap and I couldn't get any further down. So I ventured into racing that way. So,
how old were you when you started in racing?
16, 17. I was sort of doing both. I was working in the golf store and doing the stables as well. So, and then it sort of the golf sort of faded out, and then I just sort of picked up morning and afternoons through the racing.
So do you still have a hit now and then?
No, because I've got a little bit of a sore back in the last year, so I try not to sort of put too much strain on it.
Yep.
I play mini golf if that's any.
Well, when you go to Buchan, I can recommend staying at Lakes Entrance for a couple of days, and they've got a couple of really good mini golf joints down there. So you and Steph go down there and stay for a couple of days. Be careful because November can be a bit deadly if you have too much fun.
Go to the Pirate one, Benny. The Pirate one at Lakes Entrance is the best one. Yep.
Yeah, it's a ripper.
Bought a camper.
And if you like seafood, there's a boat down there that serves some wicked seafood, and there's a couple of good places down there to get really good fresh seafood from too.
Yep,
not that I've done that before.
I've just got one more question for you, Benny, and then Danny will fire some quick ones at you because we've just got on 6 minutes. If you woke up one morning, Benny, and there was a Group 1 race and the rules all changed and you got a phone call and you said, hey, you can ride my horse. Which horse would you ride? It could be a horse that's maybe passed on, but any horse in Australia, who would you like to ride?
Oh, it'd have to be Black Caviar, wouldn't it?
I thought you would have said Winx, but that's okay.
No, if it can any time, any distance, I'd nearly go a Far Lap. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, Far Lap.
Yeah, cool Far Lap. But you'd have to lift him. The only problem, you can't sit and steer him.
Yeah, no, I can't at the moment, so I'm screwed. So how about Kingston Town? I'll go Kingston Town. I like Kingston Town too. What about you, Paul? If you could ever ride a horse in a race, what horse would it be?
Makybe Diva.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I fell in love with Makybe Diva after she won her first cup, and I'll never forget the next cup she ran in was the Sydney Cup the next year, and she was paying $8. It was just I collected
Here's that
day.
punting streak you have. Here is that punting streak.
I collected big time on that, and then of course she won out another couple of Melbourne Cups. So mine would be her.
Yep.
Bossy he loves Bossy then.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So, all right, sprinter, come on, you two. What's the best sprinter that you'd like to jump on?
Jesus, you stumped me after Black Caviar.
I'm going to go Giga Kick.
Yeah, he would be a love. I'd love to, for sure.
I'll go Apache Cat.
Oh, nice.
He's old school. Yep. Old school.
Yeah, matches the host.
Settle down.
Gotcha.
You're not far behind me, Danny.
Oh, look, you get me enough whenever else it goes on. So, you know.
If you want to upset her, Benny, touch her sore shoulder. Touch her sore shoulder, and you'll get. She beat me up twice at Hillsville on Saturday.
Yeah, she knows that. She'll just
Absolutely. Well, after being told I'm not allowed to lift anything heavier than a cuppa. Anyway, all good. That's enough of that. So yeah. All right, Benny.
Yes.
What's your holiday destination? Don't say England because that's all right.
Thailand.
Yeah.
Have you got a planned holiday destination in Australia anywhere?
I can't. Not Cairns. Darwin.
Yep. Go for the Darwin Cup or just a general
Yeah,
Darwin tour?
Just the day out, not ride there. I'd love to go for the day out.
If you go to Darwin, Benny, you got to have a few beers that day. You have to. If you go to Darwin, you have to drink.
Oh, I'm there. I'm
Of
drinking
course
there.
you do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
Have you ever been to Birdsville?
No, but I got offered.
Okay.
I got offered
Yep.
one ride. I didn't end up.
Okay. Seafood or pizza?
Pizza.
Oh, do you eat seafood at all?
No, I don't eat seafood at all. No.
More
Steph,
for us.
do you?
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
All right, Steph, we'll have to take you to Lake's Entrance. We'll bugger him off for the night, and you and I can go out drinking and eating good seafood.
Me and Paul by the fire.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, or me and Benny can go play mini golf. Yeah.
Well, that's it. So yeah, Steph, Mel, and I'll go and eat good seafood anywhere. All right. So beer, wine, or spirits?
Beer.
Okay. I'm thinking. My brain hurts today. Pizza and a movie, or at home, or out to go to the movies? And what was the last movie you saw that was any good?
Oh, we haven't been. We've been watching the Hunger Games.
Yep.
Because I want to watch the new one. So pizza and at home that'll be watching Hunger Games.
All right, fair enough. Favorite movie of all time?
Oh, Legends.
Come on, Steph, shoot one off as well. Legends. What about Steph?
Like Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed. We just watched Assassin's Creed.
Nice. Cats or dogs? You've got one of each. So
One of
fair enough. So what sport wins in the household? Golf, soccer, or footy?
Soccer.
See, look, we're getting different answers, Paul. Told you we would.
That's good.
And favorite music?
Rap.
Last concert you went to?
No, we haven't been to a concert.
Well, I have. You haven't.
Yeah. I have.
Steph, what was the last concert you went to?
I went. The last time I went was Glastonbury.
Glastonbury in England. She went. Her
Nice.
last.
What a festival. Yeah. That's pretty amazing.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. You guys might need to do a July wedding so she can drag him off to the races over there, Steph. Have you done the Royal Ascot tour?
No, but we'd love to do that. Yeah, we'd love to do a Royal Ascot. I'd love to do it.
What's the best horse you've ever seen in the flesh?
Oh, I've sat on Chautauqua track.
Oh,
yeah, I've sat on him, and he's the best horse I've ever sat on.
Is that why he doesn't run anymore?
Oh yeah,
Benny, what did you do?
Yeah, you only had to look at Shaheen when he's.
We've got just on a minute. We better quickly talk about Woolamai on Saturday. You've got a couple of rides, Benny. You've got a couple in, Daddy?
Yeah, I have. Splash of paint. Be interesting if it's wet. I'll probably still run her. Rivers Reward. Looking forward to her having her first start for the stable. Glenn has maintained some of the ownership in her, so some of Mel's family's got shares in her as well. So I'm really, really looking forward to getting her to the races, and I'm really looking forward to getting back to Woolamai. I love Woolamai.
And Mel's on Rivers Reward, of course.
Yeah,
no.
They've not had the amount of rain that we've had, and I was talking to Abby down there the other day, and she said there's a really good grass cover, and they needed the rain because otherwise it was going to be like concrete.
Nice.
All right. And yeah, they've only had scattered showers and stuff. So thank you very much, Fran and Peter Bond with Picnic Bet. Thank you, Benny, for joining us.
Thank you, Benny. Appreciate you coming on, mate. Really, really good show, mate.
Good to catch up with everybody. Safe riding, everybody. Good luck for the weekend, and we'll see you there.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.